Africa's best 5 to the World Cup will be known by next week, with all eyes on which matches can produce football's major upset in the World Cup playoffs. Egypt versus Ghana is a match that has been described as a formality for the Black Stars to wrap up their ticket to Brazil. But Egyptians are saying football is never predictable and that even 1-6-1 result can be overturned.
A 2-0 win over Zambia in a friendly match, days to their World Cup playoff, is expected to lift Egypt's spirit as they seek a huge victory against Ghana in order to reach Brazil 2014.
We use this game to try to establish the way we need to push the game. I think the first 30 minutes were good in this regard. And then after that was not as strong as we needed, but I think it sets a good idea for the way we need to try to start the game against Ghana.
The Pharaohs were last at a World Cup final in 1990, and it seems the wait could continue after the huge defeat in the first leg.
The team mentality is that we must put pressure on Ghana from the start. We must try to get the first goal and then keep going from there.
There's nothing impossible in football. They beat us, yes, in the first game, but that's the nature of the game. Teams lose. The players shouldn't be sad, but approach the second game in confidence, knowing football isn't predictable and that we can get even a win by 7 or 8 goals.
While Egypt boasts a more prestigious place in African football, the Black Stars are seeking a hat-trick of appearances at the World Cup finals. In 2010, they were Africa's best team in South Africa.
It's very difficult. The result is it's over. Ghana is sure at the World Cup. We sure at out. I am logic. I am looking realistic.
Egypt's political unrest has seen the country have an on and off league for almost 2 years now, and to some analysts, this is part of the problem.
They have to seriously consider the future of Egyptian football. They have to sit and they have to reconsider about resuming the national competitions, the league competition, all the domestic competitions, and to become like a de facto. I mean, whatever happens in all matches, I mean, you try to control it, but still you have to start again with the national competitions. How to prepare or build up a new generation, because most of these players are going to retire.
The match will be played at the military-owned Air Defense Stadium for security reasons. Security has been a major issue for the Ghanaians going into Tuesday's match, with an early delegation sending to assess the situation in the country. And on Thursday, the Ghanaian delegation said they were happy with the security guarantees offered by the country. Celestine Carone, CCTV in Cairo.
Cote d'Ivoire were in buoyant mood before Saturday's crunch second-leg encounter with Senegal in the World Cup playoffs, and little wonder. Goals from Didier Drogba, Ludovic Sané and Salomon Kalou in the first leg in mid-September steered the Ivorians into a strong position going into the conclusive return, despite Papi Cissé's late consolation for Senegal. In the African Cup of Nations qualifiers in October 2012 against the same opponents, Senegal were beaten 2-0. Lamouchi's side will be without midfield duo Sheikh Tiote of Newcastle and Basel's Geoffrey Serre duo, who were both booked in the first game in Abidjan last month. The Elephants named 21-year-old Saint-Etienne player Ismail Diomande and Abdul Razak from Russian club Anzi Makachkala as replacement for the duo. And in another qualifying playoff, Algeria coach is confident of a win ahead of the second leg of his team's FIFA World Cup playoff against Burkina Faso. Algeria trailed Burkina Faso 3-2 after the first leg in Ouagadougou on October 12th, but the coach believes his team's goals-to-game ratio will give them the edge in Tuesday's second leg in Builder. Despite the confidence, he acknowledged Burkina Faso will not be a pushover. Algeria has qualified for 3 World Cups in the past, but Burkina Faso has never.
I
am confident, but I also know that this kind of match isn't played only in the field, that there's also a psychological and sociological work. which is very important to prepare for such a match. Our defensive discipline will be the key for the match. If you have noticed, we score 2 goals in almost every match. This is a big difference. If you take the statistics before and now, you will find that it has changed a little bit. And when you become offensive, you of course take some risks in defense.